Good afternoon and welcome to a bit of an improv mini episode from Apocalyptic Knitter Podcast. You know, I can still never say it. Anyway, welcome. It's Sunday the 8th of October. Yep, I had to think then. I've had quite a good weekend really. Got stuck into the garden, which I really was not in the mood for. But you know when you really need to do it and give it that good gutting before winter comes in. And we had a good day yesterday, so that was it really. I've got a little halo over my head because I've listed a load of clothing on Vinted, which I've been meaning to do for weeks and weeks and weeks, but there we go. Anyway, knitting update. The Aran jumper that I was doing in the DK, so I've done the back and I've done the 2 sleeves. Now we established that yarn chicken wires was doing all right, but the circular needle that I was working on, the thread inside it is broken off, so I've lost the needle and I've also lost the cable because I can't get it off the cable either. Anyway, I kind of felt it kind of came at the right time because it was getting a bit chorish and I was kind of losing the love with it a little bit. So it's forced me to have 2 or 3 days while I order the new needle and wait for that to come in the post, of a couple of days just knitting on other projects, which I think I just needed, which is good. So I think I cast on last week and I literally knit like not even the full toe, but I've almost done the pink sock, so I'm holding the phone with one hand. This is a child sock age 13 and I think I'm using this with some Knit Global. Don't know if you've checked them out, but they're good wool, good quality wool. I think it's like BFL, I think it is. Was it Superwash? But they're quite good value on that one, and I also think I got that in a D-stash as well. And then I don't know what possessed me. Well, do you know what possessed me? This is what possessed me. So this is the lovely Robinia Sweater. From the designer is called Anne Ventzel. I think she's a Norwegian knitter. It's a pay-for pattern, so I can't kind of go into too much detail, but this is the pattern that I've been doing for my sister-in-law. And I was a bit 6s and 7s yesterday. I didn't quite know what to do, and so I ended up swatching it. It was gorgeous. So then this morning, because I can't sleep in anymore, I end up going to bed early and then waking up crack of dawn. That's just how I am now, apparently. So I swatched it and then I ended up casting on. And I'm going to show this to you before I rip it out. And there's a reason why I rip it out, but stretch it out with a chin. So you just start to see the pattern forming there. And it is so floofy. Can you see that floof on there? Now, it's with DK tweed. This is Serdar Howarth tweed. Held double with some lace weight mohair or what's it that they do? Is it a suri? But this is from Ducky Darlings. And then for the contrast colour, you just hold it once. Look at this fluff. This is an alpaca cotton blend. And you work it on quite big needles, so it knits up quite quick. The reason I'm ripping it out is I've got the measurements from my sister-in-law, and that kind of put it to the medium size. Now the jumper does have, or does state that it has 27 centimetres of positive ease, but then I was a couple of inches into this, I'm thinking, it's not looking, I mean, it was looking big enough, but it wasn't looking like the baggy effect. So we had a quick WhatsApp conversation this morning, and we're gonna belt and brace it, and I'm gonna knit the large size just so it's a bit more baggy. Because there's nothing worse when you love something but it doesn't quite fit how you like it. And I thought I'd rather rip back 2 inches than do the whole friggin' jumper and that. And the good thing is you know, when it tells you the quantities of how much wool, and then some sizes you kind of use the same denominations, and then a couple of sizes up it goes, you know, oh yeah, you need an extra 50 gram of this or an extra 100 gram of this. Well, the small, medium, large were all kind of calling for the same quantities, so I'm hoping what I've bought will still suffice for the large size. So there we go. So yeah, that is really, look at that. Isn't that lovely? So I'm gonna rip that out now, but I think I'm gonna work on this tonight. The first bit of the pattern was a little bit fiddly because you're doing some rows of ribs, some are not, and then at the same time you got to follow the colour work chart, and then increase the needle size, and I was all like, what? But then it did start to get to the more easier knitting, so I thought I might just kind of get to that part tonight, and then I'm expecting the needles to come in the post tomorrow, which is Monday, so I'm hoping I can then switch back on. But I'll feel like I've got this Robinia sweater started, and you don't have that kind of, I don't know if anyone else gets a little bit of a excitement, but also, oh my god, what if I can't work out the pattern? Anyway, so there we go. Give us a shout out, a comment to let me know what you're up to this afternoon. Are you having a chilled one? Are you having a good sort out? Are you preparing your garden? Yeah, let me know. See you soon.